Okay, let's begin.
We're going towards Oxford Street.
Oh, okay.
It's changed. Charing Cross. It's changed. Look, we've got a TK Maxx.
The Rise of the Idiots by Dan Ashcroft. Once the idiots were just the fools scorping in through the windows. Now they've entered the building.
I'm gonna look you up though. You said it was 1,300?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. For some, just a brother. Others a hero. I'm sure. No, I don't know. You seem like a cool dude. Just wanted to pay your rent today, or your mortgage. I mean, your mortgage.
Thank you.
I don't know if you even needed it, but.
You can hear them everywhere. They use the word cool. It is their favourite word. The idiot doesn't think about what it is saying. Thinking is rubbish, and rubbish isn't cool. Stuff and shit is cool.
Oh, Ashcroft.
The idiots are self-regarding consumer slaves, oblivious to the paradox of their uniform individuality. They sculpt their hair to casual perfection. They wear their waistbands below their balls. They babble into handheld twit machines about that cool email of the woman being bombed by a wolf. Their cool friend made it. He's an idiot too.
There is no reality. It's all the perception in your head, your mind.
Talk to Georgie. Do you know if he's going to come up today?
Oh, he might. He went to the dentist, but he should be back from then. So why don't you stand by and buzz me if he's up? Over.
Look where we used to say the Seattle Police Department, it now says the Seattle People Department. It's peaceful. Some of these protesters are armed, Anderson, so you have to worry about the potential for bloodshed, the potential for violence. Bloodshed, violence, that's peaceful. Bloodshed, violence, that's peaceful. Bloodshed, violence, that's peaceful.
truth. This is the thing. I know people don't like Trump. I understand that. But let me tell you something. If I had to pick between him and Joe Biden, I'm not voting for Joe Biden. You want to see a bunch of black people go to jail by the next 4 years? Put Joe Biden in. Watch what happens. You want to see black men get killed substantially? Like you've never seen before? Put Joe Biden in and watch what happens. These Democrats, and I'm sorry to say this, I'm not trying to be racist, but they hate black people. These are the same people who fought to keep slavery in. These are the same people who built the KKK. These are the same people who hated us from the beginning. The Republican Party is the party of the blacks. Blacks free, the Republican Party is the only party that the black people actually assisted in finding. But all of that history has been torn away. People say, oh, there was this big switch. There was never a big switch. The Union won because we had grown in the industrial era. So we were able to get trains and get supplies back to our soldiers while the Confederate was still riding horses. They were not able to get supplies back fast enough, right? So what happened was once slavery was abolished in the South, the people in the South could no longer make their money from slaves. They had to move to the North to work in the industry to produce. And so the people in the North that already had established themselves in the industry moved to the South. And so that's where it was a transfer of people coming from the South to the North and people coming from the North to the South. There was never a big switch. So the same Democrats who hated black people from the beginning are the same ones who hate us now. And they use our cause. How did Black Lives Matter turn into something about LGBTQ? When blacks really don't support that. We're conservative. We're really not about that. Not only that, we don't support abortion. We're about working. This is the black culture. We ain't ever been about that. Not only
This is the black culture. We have never been about that. And she said a whole lot of stuff there. She said a whole lot. And seeing this video just gives me hope that not everyone's brainwashed, and seeing African Americans stick up for themselves. And this is something we're going to get into this show in the future, as far as the proper history, the history that's not being taught in our schools. Not even to myself. I am relearning history as I speak now.
Children being murdered, and that Anthony Munro was involved with that as well. Now, he went to police 2 years ago. They won't do anything about it. So, you know, it doesn't matter how many witnesses come forward, they still won't investigate. One thing that really needs to be said is that my father's former property at Stansbury on the York Peninsula had a sinkhole. Now, shortly after the children went missing and were seen dead in the boot of the car by my sister, there was some sort of kerfuffle about sheep falling in the sinkhole. Now, supposedly, one of the sheep had fallen in the sinkhole. Mind you, these sheep had lived on the property for years, and all the other sheep had followed them in there. Now, number one, none of the sheep were missing. And so apparently because the sheep had fallen in the sinkhole and there was this dreadful smell, it had to be closed in. Now, Ruth and Andrew, my older siblings, are convinced that the remains of the children are in that sinkhole. And we have been trying so hard for the last several years to have that sinkhole exhumed. Now, our other two siblings who oppose us own that property and will not allow it to be excavated. There are now 13,000 signatures of very angry and very frustrated people on a change petition to have that sinkhole exhumed. And it just doesn't matter.
You know, the grass stuff that you
I do not know it.
I am relearning history as I speak now.
I'm at a modern drugs party. They're taking Charlie. He's got spliff smoke coming out of his drug end. There's someone over there smoking a crack.
Hey, I want to be famous.
Look at that shape, that's not a dog. Guys, you've got a seal over here. Oh, beautiful.
Tedros is that he is a highly placed member of the Tigray People's Liberation Front, which is a Marxist communist group in Ethiopia, and he's used his political position to oppress his political enemies, even to reclassify a cholera outbreak that denied several children and an entire region of people the medical and financial support they would have gotten from the UN. We were looking at this lapel pin that he was wearing, and we had surmised last week that it was the Lifeboat Foundation logo on the lapel pin. What some of the viewers of Crowdsource the Truth have pointed out, Bishop, I hope you're able to see the screen share today, it actually appears to be the logo for the UN Agenda 21. We can see it here in the O of goals.
Oh, excellent. Again, Jason, you have the best astute listeners out there that I've ever been a part of. And again, we thank God for your listeners. Absolutely great detail as far as your listeners. Absolutely, because your listeners are teaching me as well. And I thank God.
And that's the point of Crowdsource the Truth. People see information that we don't see, or they have facts and details that perhaps you and I are unaware of. They share it with us. We share it with everyone. And now, viewers of our show are aware that Dr. Tedros openly supports the depopulation agenda of the UN's Agenda 21. The depopulation agenda of the UN's Agenda 21. The depopulation agenda of the UN's Agenda 21.
Agenda 21, for those of you who don't know, is all about sustainable development and the agenda for the 21st century. It is communitarianism, which places the rights of the community over the rights of the individual, and it is a constant, never-ending stop and attack on private property ownership, your mobility rights. It's all about cramming us into these super dense cities, getting us out of the rural areas, and forcing all of this green tyranny on us and pick our toilets, pick our light bulbs. We can't have regular
project called MK Ultra. Its earlier code name was Artichoke.
Black lives matter, or just some black lives? The black lives killed by black men matter, right? Yes? The black babies killed in the abortion clinics matter, right? Thought so. The black officers killed by that bastard in Minnesota, that matters too, right? Okay. But the black babies that are killed in the abortion clinics don't matter, do they? Medical people. Do their lives matter? Does the future of our black babies matter? Huh? What's up? What's up? Awful quiet now, aren't they? Uh-huh. It's okay if we kill them in the womb, right? But you have a problem when you don't seem to really have a problem when we kill them on the streets. Yes, well, we know they're the same issue. If we don't respect the lives of our unborn children enough to save them and fight for them, our lives mean nothing once we're born.
Is never indulged in political activity. This permission is valid for anything up to 12 months.